Okay, we are back live Sunday, October 3rd, 3 p.m. It's kind of late for me, but we'll crank this out real quick. Got some new stuff to go over. Now, as far as charting, not too much has gone with Million Token. It's still kind of going sideways. The big news is for, of course, Bitcoin when it comes to charting. But as far as Million Token goes, real quick, we're still below like $14 or so. Let me pull up defined real quick. So 1330, 1322, 1386. As far as the dips go, this looks like it's on the Pancake Binance Smart Chain. This is the wrapped BNB for Million Token. You could have got it actually below $12. It looks like 1181. There was a wick down there. Let's take another look. You could have got it at, this is the Polygon network at $12.80. There was a wick down there. And on Uniswap, it's been holding pretty steady at $12.59. It was the lowest it went really since yesterday. And of course, Gate.io, we're looking at $13.64. And right now on Uniswap, it's going for $14.39 as we're talking up. Now it went down to $13.35. I would think you can probably get it for $13.35 or $13.50 right now. It seems to be about the going price. And I'll do a refresh real quick here. Uniswap price. Yeah, $13.68. So basically kind of going sideways. Not too much news there. The big news is Bitcoin hit 49,000 just a few moments ago. And that's great. That's good for the crypto market. Bitcoin goes up. That hopefully brings everything else up for the crypto market. So looking at the charts, we still have to break that 53,000. I had this fib level down here at the bottom for the longest time, right? And that made the golden pocket. This is kind of backwards. So let me do what I usually do. I'll go from the top to the bottom. And the fib levels are still like at $53,000 for Bitcoin, which we hit it once. We still making our way up there. Another thing you could do with fib levels is go from the bottom to the top. We never came down to this lower fib level that I've been watching at, $37,000, $38,000. And Will Clemente, he said the floor is somewhere around like $39,000. And if you take the bottom of this fib level and stuff down here and you just put it like up here to this bottom one, then you've got your fib levels. Like we came down, stopped at this golden pocket and came down and retouched it several times at this 0.786 fib level of about 40,742. So, I mean, if you look at the fib levels this way, it looks really good for the bulls. It was like we held support and we're going up. And on-chain analysis says, we're going up. Most of the tweets I see on Twitter, like 9 out of them are all bullish. There might be one bearish one. And I would buy some crypto now, but unfortunately, I couldn't wire any money out on Saturday for a buy because the banks and stuff, and it wouldn't even hit my account until Monday. So I'm gonna have to wait until Monday before buying anything. But I think I'm still gonna wait because one thing I did notice was this. Let me pull up some circles here. So maybe it'll look better on the weekly chart. Where did I see that? Okay, yeah, it looks better on the weekly chart to show you. I don't think I have to put circles down, but I mean, I could. So, these railroad tracks are looking really good, right? Bullish engulfing candle, looks really good. But we had that over here too, right? Right here, back on the week of April 19th, had a bullish engulfing green candle, went next week was a little higher. How much did it go up? About almost 6%, 5.3%. And then, it had that big rollover. But we had a long period of accumulation up here, and then it rolled over. I didn't really see like a long accumulation here compared to what we had here. And we still have this resistance line here that we have to break, and this one. So the bulls have their work cut out for them. So from where we are now to get to that top of that resistance line, that's that 5.2%. Isn't that coincidence? I don't know. I I still think the bears bought the dip here at like 40,000, nice round number, or 39,000. Let the rally go and then roll over. And there was a chart that Willie Wu put up that showed that the whales were buying the dip. Now, if they don't sell, we should break through. But if they have control of the market and they know it, I mean, they could dump at the last minute, and we'll test these lower levels here of 37, 38,000, or we could wick below this exponential ribbon like we have here. So I'm still cautious because of this. We had the same thing here in mid-April and rolled over, but overall I'm medium to long term very bullish. I'm still thinking that the next 3 months are going to be great. I'm sure this shock supply is already kind of hitting the supply of Bitcoin, and we should generally go up, but there might still be. I mean, if we come down here just one more time, I think that's it. I think we're going to go up, and even if Bitcoin does go up, I think the alts we're going to take a back seat and won't go up as much, but it's still going to be good for the crypto market in general. So let's take a look at the alts real quick. So this is the daily chart. We've been going down since September 9th, just, gradually. In fact, as far as percentages, I mean, yeah, 10%. We can come down and get support at this red line. If alts keep going down, it's just going to give room for Bitcoin to grow, get up to 65,000 like it did before. If it goes sideways, the alts are going to take off, right? Let's go on the weekly chart. Yeah, we haven't even come down to this green support band yet. So we can go down another, so what is it? Would that be in percentage terms? Another 10%. But yeah, we could come down just like we did back in March 6th of 2017, get support there. And, if that would be like when Bitcoin hit 65,000, then we just go straight up. I see we got some people in the chat. Yeah, I'll talk more about. I'll look into the chat. Let me just get over the news first. I talk about a couple alts just here and there. I don't get into details, but Solana, it looks like it's going to make new highs. This thing's a monster. I mean, it's at 176 now. I just kind of briefly mentioned these because I think this is kind of where the future's kind of going. I mean, it looks like there's no resistance to make new all-time highs. So, I think when I first kind of mentioned it, I think it was $50 when I mentioned it on the stream. I've been buying it since it was 25, but even then I thought I was buying it expensive. But Solana could probably go to $1,000. I mean, it's got the same feel Ethereum had, and they've got NFTs on their stuff too. Let's go ahead and close that out. Serum, I like it because it's kind of tied in with Solana, and it looks like it bounced off the top of this exponential ribbon. This is on the weekly, and it went up, I think 38%. Let me take a look. 32%, but it went down like 50% from the high. Yeah, if you go from the high down to the low, yeah, 49%. I'd just say 50%. That's all I need to say. I don't need to get into details, but I think they're a good buy. Bitcoin on the BLX chart, this thing's not going down anytime soon with the governments of the world just printing money. Yeah, top where these red spikes are. And, this could be like the beginning of, looks like a bull run, right? In fact, I think Willie Woo even says in one of his tweets, like he could see it going like another 3 or 6 months more until it tops in. And close that out. I can close this out. I can close this Bitcoin out. I'll just keep it up anyway. So Not really much to say about Million Token as far as the technicals go, but the massive news with Lion Run and just some stuff going. So definitely check out Missile's Twitch from yesterday. It's almost 3 hours long. It looks like it's 2 hours 50 minutes. I think you could shorten it to about 2.5 hours. The first 1 hour, 1.5 hours was just discussing new artwork. We're going with was it Shadow Fingers, I think his name is. And we're not going to go, or his directions, we're not going to do the 8-bit artwork that's going to be implemented in with Lion Run. So new direction there. He explains it for the first hour. Check out Twitch. If you go to his Twitch page, you'll be able to read all the chats, right? If you go to his YouTube page, you won't be able to read the chats, but it could be commercial free if you have like YouTube subscription or something. But there's some commercials that you have to go through, listen to on Twitch. So if you're listening, you could every so often just flash your Twitch conversations and then hide them. Kind of like what I do every so often when I start reading Twitch. Conversations. I'll just show the flash, the conversations, and then hide them later. That'll show up on YouTube. In brief summary, the NFT drop that was supposed to happen is going to be delayed a week. They're going to work real hard. There's some NFTs that are coming out. Everything's going to be unique, like before, except you've got the new anime type characters. And when I first heard this, as he's talking about it, as I was watching on Twitch, I watched the replay. I'm like 50 something. I'm an old guy. I'm like 50 something. My first thoughts were, it looked very feminine, but he's got some male anime characters in there too. And but the more I thought about it, I thought this is definitely a more modern feel. Definitely good for the younger generation and mass appeal to collectors, I guess. I think it just appealed to more. The 8-bit graphic, although it's very neat, it's more geeky and very retro. I think there's a smaller population of people that would be interested in the 8-bit graphics. So, this is a big decision he had to make. And he discusses it through his either Twitch channel or YouTube channel. And also, if you were going to get a free bag of Bebo's coffee, check your messages in Discord for your coupon code. I'm sure he sent you one. And he sent me a message, so I'm going to get some free coffee, I guess. I wonder, Bebo, if you've got some coffee mugs, I'll order a couple too. I want to get two if you've got some Million coffee mugs. I have to check out his website. So if you go to lionrun.io, massive upgrade as far as graphics. So I think this first one is going to be the ones that are on the page here that are like animated graphics moving around. Those are one of a kind. I believe the idea is he's going to sell them on OpenSea, and the profits can help go toward helping develop the website and maybe the people behind it, for their time and efforts. I think that's how it goes. So again, check out his videos for information on that. The ones for sale are going to be a little more detailed, like maybe the shadowing and the hairs and stuff. The NFT drops will be variations of these, and will be randomized. So the more Million Token you have, and the longer you've held it for, maybe the chances of you of getting a rarer one or more suitable one would be greater. But there's no guarantee. It's all randomized, and he's going to do it live on stream. So that'd be cool too. Yeah, so he says wait about a week, but if it takes longer, just be patient. This is something you can't do real quick. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think this is not like just one category that he's going with. I think after this plays out, he'll come out with, I think he said like perhaps a Safari or some other direction as far as NFTs go. But the NFTs you have, could be your character in the metaverse, the crypto metaverse that he's trying to build to kind of like take over Discord. And if I think you like the 8-bit um, pixels that Gabe was making. I think he's given the option of letting Gabe just go ahead and sell them. It's compensation, and then maybe we could use those also to show, because if you have like an 8-bit NFT, you could kind of say you're OG, right? But I mean, anybody can buy them, as long as they're still for sale. But anyway, and there's a whole lot of other things. Like if you paid more than $5 on that pixelated lion, I think you might get, an extra NFT. All those people that had at least 1 million token on the Polygon will get a airdropped NFT, I believe. It's all worked out. Check his stuff out. But this is the major news for Million Token, is the new direction of graphics he's going with. So very good. I don't even think the mass knows about this yet, right? It's just a few people that follow Million Token and then also follow Discord and Lion Run. People like follow me and Carl and so when these hit OpenSea, a lot. I think the general public probably won't even know they're kind of linked to Million Tokens. So you can get. I can see massive. What's the word I'm looking for? A craze for these things, like just like anything else, like the penguins and stuff. And as cool as these look, in the future, there's like also computerized 3D, like the gorillas I've seen. I think they're Solana or not, or maybe they're on OpenSea. But there's so many different types of NFTs that are coming out that are just catching my eye. Very cool. So it's very good to be a part of this community. If you're early adopter, you're going to get these airdropped to you for free if you just followed everybody's instructions on how to do them. Very, very cool. Let me just go over some Twitter stuff I thought I caught my eye recently. Let me just get a drink of water real quick. Yeah, so Invest Answers, he was just saying if you have 1 Bitcoin per math, you will be one of less than 400,000 people on Earth that can deliver this, that can ever achieve this. I thought that was, he's really good on numbers and stuff. So that was really good. And as rare as Bitcoin is, right? He thinks there's probably only going to be 14 million Bitcoins in circulation right now because there's so many that's been lost. Even though the blockchain there says there's like 18 million or 18.7 or 8 now, he thinks there's probably only 14 million because of so many that were lost. So Million Token, 1 million fixed supply. I know it's easy to get 1 million token today at $13.66. If it takes off, we could be something like this in 10 years. But you got to be patient. This Bitcoin didn't reach mass adoption until, now basically. It's been out since 2008. So you just got to be patient. And Raul Paul posted some bullish graphs. Here's the trend line of the total market cap for crypto, and we're kind of at the low end here. I mean, we could hug it, but we're already at the low end. So I think now is a good time to buy crypto. Tech Dev, he's been posting a lot of bullish stuff. If you don't follow Tech Dev, give him a follow on Twitter. And he's saying there's a lot of similarities with the 2013 double pump to where we are now, as far as the RSI and the MACD. Again, could fold. Probably will come out. I just don't know if we're gonna have just one more dip. But if you're dollar cost averaging, all this technical mumbo jumbo doesn't really need to make any sense. You just go ahead and keep dollar cost averaging. And something also I saw a couple of days ago with Michael Saylor, some Bitcoin miners, they're not even selling the Bitcoin they mine. They've got people buying stock and stuff, so they could take money from investors to pay the electricity bills. And this was a smart idea. I think he had this idea and was broadcasting this months ago before any miners were even doing it. So imagine if all the other miners, did the same thing and they would just not sell any Bitcoin they had and they would just put it on their balance sheet like MicroStrategy. and it's just a part of their as an asset for the company, and the shareholders, make out big. If that were to happen, you wouldn't have to worry about, miners selling every 4 years, and that starts the bear market. But right now, they're not really selling, and we still have these, massive 50% dips because we still have whales that have been in the market for, years, that have thousands of Bitcoins, and, they're playing games on Bitfinex, liquidating. Well, we even had, was it Arthur Hayes and his company, allegations of, betting against their customers, and, they would liquidate them and then collect their Bitcoin that way. So hopefully that stuff's in the past. I'm not too sure what's the news with Arthur Hayes. Yeah, this is me. I posted a couple on Saturday. I was trying to wire money. Man, the banks, they don't have a chance in the new age of what's going on. If I've got money in my bank account, I should be able to buy anything, any time. I shouldn't have to wait until Monday. And then if I wanted to wire money, I have to do it during bank hours. It's just crazy. So banks are they're dying. They're dead. So you could do the old get Bitcoin tips on. I think I mentioned this earlier on your Twitter. If you have an iOS device, if you don't see it, you click profile, then you click edit profile, and then you turn on tips. Now, if you don't see it and you have a VPN on your phone, you can. I think I have put mine set for some other country, Denmark or Germany or Singapore. I can't remember what it was. And then it popped up, but it didn't happen like over the same day. I've been kind of doing it every other day or every day, just testing to see if I would ever have that option. And yeah, so you could send and receive Bitcoin with the Lightning Network, which is basically zero fees. It's less than a penny. It's just like Polygon Network, and send money overseas and stuff. No more banks. I mean, it's just, and there's like 350 million Twitter users. So very, very bullish for crypto in general. Jess Olson, he had some, overlays and comparing different past cycles to where we are now. It looks like, that he was thinking it looks like it goes to a $300,000 Bitcoin, which is in line, right? Stock to flow model says $288,000 Bitcoin for like a cluster, which is like the average. You can go higher or lower. We'll just see what happens. But I know Jerome Powell, he said in Congress that he wasn't planning on Bitcoin banning Bitcoin. When he was asked. So I think that's what brought us up to 49,000 a few moments ago. Stock to flow. Yeah, this is he says, my guess, the second leg of the bull market will have at least 6 more months to go. Which I was hoping it would just be 3 so I could retire this year. 6 more months, man. Man, it's gonna. Let's see what happens. I think a lot of people are gonna have to cash out some crypto in December, because I know I will. Right, I cashed out a whole lot of altcoins. I'm gonna have to pay tax on, and that's gonna have to come from crypto. So even if this goes another 6 months, I expect a dip in December, as early as mid-December. That's what happened in 2017. And what happened in 2000, the other years? Let me take a quick look. So it would be good to know what happened in the other years. So this is 2017. Yeah, big dump. And then November. Here's December here. After Christmas, we had a big pump and then a dump. But since taxes aren't due until January or April 15th, maybe I won't need to sell my crypto right in December, right? But it might be good if the market's up anyway, because if it goes down in December and keeps going down through April, then I'm gonna have to sell my Bitcoin at a much lower price just to pay my taxes. That would suck. You'd be taking a gamble on waiting until March or April to sell your crypto to pay for previous year's taxes, because the market might be down more. So yeah, he's saying 6 more months perhaps. And then Iran lifts Bitcoin banning. That you probably heard about that. Of course, they've got to get around sanctions and stuff. This is the one bearish chart I saw that actually looks like it held some weight. Let me blow it up. So it looks like you have a peak and then you go below this line here and it looks like you're in a bear market. You've got a peak here. You go below this line, you got a bear market, and same here. Where these stars are, if you go below it, you're kind of in a bear market. So we, all throughout this 2017 bull run, we never went below it significantly. But once we broke it down below it here, you notice we had a 1 year bear market. And then this chart is showing that, we broke the trend and we're way down here. So just something to keep in mind, right? Everybody's on-chain analysis, everything is saying bullish, but this chart looks interesting. Long-term holder profit loss ratio. So I want to see us break 53,000 for me to get bullish. As far as Discord goes, I hear that TechLead's going to make a new, this is just announcements from the Million Token Discord, I believe, right? I think there's going to be a new Discord channel. I guess it's going to act like as a hub compared to other communities like Lion Run and the Million Token Foundation. So I can't say too much about it until it's in existence. I think it's going to be put in today if it hasn't. So, follow Discord and Carl, like me, and just keep your ears open. And so that's going to be. I think because there's no official Discord for Million Token, I think he just wants to kind of keep everything neutral. So that's that, and I think that's the news. So let me go over the chats real quick. Oh, let me hide the disclaimer. Yeah, as I probably should say, is that I am not your financial advisor. Sometimes I forgot to bring it up there. This is only to be used as entertainment, and please do your own research. I think the chat was showing the whole time, right? Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Let me just show the chat. I'm gonna read through this real quick. Somebody says, hopefully I can comment on the drama. You maintained faith in Missile even while he was being Bizarro Missile before. I don't know what you want me to say about the drama. It is what it is. And I think more importantly, it's in the past. I mean, he apologized. He moved on. He and Rewired, getting along together last couple of days, he said. I was never following the drama when it happened. So I came across Missile because he was putting out so much information and was doing the work and showing results. So, so that's why I'm talking about it. Yeah. Yeah. It says, soap opera, I guess. I mean, I don't really see it that way. It's just the way things go sometimes when you want to get stuff done. Okay, quick question. Why are you so bullish on MM? What is the project? What if this project just dies and goes back to $1? Yeah, that could happen, but I don't think it will. Why am I so bullish? Because look at all the work that's being done on Lion Run alone. Lion Run's gotten, I just love the artwork now. If you don't know anything about the voting system where you could, let me pull that up real quick. Click vote now. If in the future, based on how many million tokens you have and how long you've held it for, you'll have a higher say in the voting process, to get things passed or your way or not. This is still in the alpha stage. Everything looks very, techy like, but yeah, if you could test it out with your wallet and vote on these things and see how they come out. I think it's great. So things are getting done. As far as the Discord million token, I think there's even a live chat going on tonight. I think it's 9 p.m. Check out Discord announcements. So they're doing stuff, but I wish they had a voice on YouTube like Carl has to just give us updates on Discord over there. I work these crazy night hours, so I don't listen to the live stuff on Discord, and but sometimes they rebroadcast them on YouTube, so that would be good. Just they need to have like an official YouTube channel. If you guys are listening on Discord Million Token, get yourself an official YouTube channel if you don't already have one, and give us updates like Carl does for his Lion Run. Do that for Discord. Just give us an update. So because I've got people here in my YouTube channel asking me, why am I so bullish on Million Token? So that would inform those people that are kind of questioning, what's going on with Million Token. I think asking people that are new to Million Token to come to Discord to find out might be asking too much. Or is there also in a Twitter? There's an official Twitter I know, but I just post updates on Twitter too. From the official channels. I think a lot of crypto people are on Twitter. And if it goes back to a dollar, that's just risk to reward. For me, if it goes back to a dollar, I'm not selling, because I know governments are just printing unlimited money, and if this thing takes off, it takes off, and if I have to sell to do a tax write-off, I would sell and then buy back. But I got so much Million Token, I wouldn't want to crash the price, for me, it's probably just better for me to hold. But if it goes back to a dollar, it's all about risk to reward. You knew that when you bought it to begin with. But yeah, so we've been going sideways a long time. If you bought way up at like $90, I think one of my buys, even after I bought at like $20 and $36, I bought at $90 also, thinking that would go up, but I never sold. And now I have the opportunity of buying at $13, $14, which is much cheaper than my 90. And if it goes up, then I could break even at a lower price, somewhere in the middle between $14 and $90. So if it goes up and you buy at these low prices, you won't have to wait very long to break even. So that that's just all part of investing. And says, what percent do you hold in Bitcoin and MM? I just looked at that. I have no more than 2% of my net worth in Million Token. It used to be a lot higher though, when it was like $200 some. And then my other percent of Bitcoin is I think it's like, I haven't updated my phone in a while. I think it's probably close to 80%. Let me take a look. 1 second. It's been so long since I even opened up my crypto wallet. Well, it's kind of misleading. Like if you include my 401k, which is in cash, then it's like 67% Bitcoin, and I got like 11% ETH. But I mean, if you took out my 401k, it'd be more like, 80 or 90% Bitcoin, 10% ETH or something. And then that 2% in Million Token. And like I've said constantly, for me, altcoins is a risk to reward. It's not betting the house or everything, my total retirement on it. It's a small percentage of my net worth. So as much as I like it, I still think the potential is great, and that's why I invested in it. But I didn't go like crazy and like sell all my Bitcoin for it, because this is like the geeky nerd stage, right? Of the early Bitcoiners, the fanatics, the lunatic fringes. That's what we kind of are right now with Million Token. So if this takes off, you guys will be rich. I mean, I told you how I broke it down, how I think a Million Token is. If Million Token one day is at like $1 million, right? And 8 years or 10 years, and Million Token with its fixed supply, and it catches on, even takes like a 5 or 10% or even 1% of that total market cap that million token has. I mean, that Bitcoin has. If you do the math, I mean, million token is going to be stupid crazy high in price. I think it was like $100,000 or $200,000 just because of there's only 1 million of it, right? And I don't think people are going to be losing their million token like the early days of Bitcoiners, because the early days of Bitcoiners, they didn't know what they had. And now everybody in crypto today knows the potential of where their products can possibly go. And now with some of the voting things like Carl's doing, you're really never going to want to sell your million token. So if you have a big bag of million token, and you're still DCing it, dollar cost averaging, you might want to just create a new wallet. So, in the future, if you're thinking about selling million token, it would come out of that wallet and it won't hurt your voting weight. So, and you could vote multiple times with multiple wallets. It's just, you don't want to have that big bag of million token. You don't want to ever sell anything out of that, because if you sell one cell, it's going to like reset your voting privileges, to back to zero. And like you'll still have your voting as far as how much million token you are, but the time factor gets reset. So, all this stuff is why I'm bullish on million token. Let's see what else is there. Any news on or Roar map yet? No, that'll be a question for like Carl in Discord. But yeah, he went over that I think 2 days ago about some stuff. Let's see what else. The next JJ says the next steps on War Map is collaboration with influencers and more exchange listings. Hopefully, Tech Lead is working on that. Okay, good. Thanks, JJ. Let's see what else. Hopefully, so, if MM goes to $1, then we buy 10 times more. Exactly. I'll buy a lot more. And then I know also in the future, like if Bitcoin goes to 100,000 or 200,000, whatever, then I'm going to cash out for my retirement, and I could live without having to work. I'm going to be putting some of that back in the million token if I think it's still too underpriced. So, people like me in the future, or just whales in general, like as Bitcoin pumps, they're going to be putting some money into altcoins. First the big blue chips like ETH, and then, the other blue chips like, which ones, like Link and Cardano, Solana, whatever. But the micro caps, they get it last. So, but, I don't think, one person is not going to move a whole market, right? So, when I'm buying, I don't want to buy anything that higher price than what my previous buy was, and I really don't want to buy unless we make lower lows, because right now, if people that are driving the market down, if they're the ones that are buying the dips, and then making the rips, trying to get people to FOMO in, and they keep dumping, they're going to keep making new lows. So I'm going to buy at a new low. Otherwise, I'll just like keep my million token in my wallet and chill. I'll just sit back and wait. Let's see what else is there in the questions. Yeah, JJ says he's down 50%. I'm sure a lot of people are down 50% or more. I mean, I remember when the price was, I can't remember. I put a poll on my Twitter account, and 50% the people were like either in profit or not. And I think at the time the price was $20. So I know most people are underwater right now. Yeah. Yeah, Big Ben says about the drama, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but what's the point of even talking about it? It's people have apologized, and it's just time to move on. People have already reconciliated. They're sharing ideas back and forth, and they're going to collaborate and move forward. It's 10 years to catch up with a coin that started at pennies, and we started at $1. Could be looking a few years technically to take over. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know we've talked about this before where the coins that really take off early are the ones that are like super cheap that they put a billion or a trillion of them out there in the market. That way the price is 0.000001 penny or something like Shiba Inu. And that's how Dogecoin started. I mean, Dogecoin's been around for years and it's only really became popular the last year or two, perhaps. And it's been really, really rocky. The million token price at $1, you know, maybe it should have started off at a penny. I think it would have been interesting, and I think the markets would have moved faster. But you know, we'll just wait and see. I like the idea of a 1 million fixed supply, just because for the layman, the general person, it's just easier to understand. 1 million, that's it. You don't have to worry about 21 million and whatnot. But I think the reason why Satoshi Nakamoto did 21 million was, what is it? If one Bitcoin reaches $1 million, that means one Satoshi is a penny. So something like that. But there's so much money in the world being inflated away, basically, or being pumped up, being printer go burr. Even that, what's $1 million going to be in 10 years? It's going to be half of what you can buy today for $1 million. Let's see. Back to the chat. Carlos, if you're watching this, pump up my bags. I don't know. I have on Discord at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, that's the 1 second. That must be the live chat that's going to happen today. Thanks for pointing that out. And again, hopefully somebody summarizes that for the general public, for the people that aren't on Discord, on YouTube or Twitter or something. Some bullet points would be nice. Somebody said also bought more at $80 after getting it on $10 lessons. Who's going to sell after just over $1? Haha. Yeah, I mean, really, like if it's at $1, you've got nothing to lose because it's always backed. It's backed by $1. So the people who bought it at $1, they had nothing to lose. I first bought it at $3.49 the next day on Friday after I got out. And I frantically bought some, and that I had a little bit of money. I had about $3,000. I should have wired that and bought it right away, but I didn't because I thought buying at $3.49, well, it already did a 3.5x. It'll come down, and it didn't. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. In fact, let me zoom out of this chart. Let's see now. Yeah, I bought somewhere in this big candle here. Never came down really. But that dollar cost averaged up. I told myself when I got in it that if it went down below $3.49, I'd buy more. And if it went up, I'd buy more. And then I bought and I bought and I bought and I bought. I stopped buying at I think $36. But I after I bought at $3.49, I didn't put a big buy in until this is in one of my videos, by the way, how I detailed how I sold a lot of altcoins, like over $170,000 worth of altcoins, somewhere around here. I think I caused a supply shock, and then it was like bam, and then it was history after that. But who knows? It was crazy times, man. We were thinking it was just this euphoria was like 2017. I'm not even sure if I'm prepared for the euphoria that's coming with Bitcoin because it's gonna be crazy. Like 2017, we had these increases of $1,000 toward the end, which is unheard of, right? Like Bitcoin would go up $50 in the early, 2016, 17 a day. $50 a day was a lot. And when it started going up $1,000, You know, I mean, it was going up like 40, 50% a day sometimes. And I think in the future, if Bitcoin's at $100,000, a 10% move is $10,000. So it's going to go up $10,000 in a day, for sure. I mean, it's just going to be a 10% move for Bitcoin at $100,000. That's like nothing, right? It's going to go up when the FOMO hits, and it's going to go up 20, 30, 40, 50% in a day. Then you're at the end. And like I said, I think last stream, if it goes up $10,000 in a day, and then in a couple hours, and then 3 minutes, I'm all out. I mean, that's the market won't be able to sustain itself at that point. Just like here at Million Token, once we hit 225, there weren't enough buyers to support the price. It's gonna happen again. New people in the market, they'll learn less, like I did back in 2017. But if you stick with the project, you'll make money. And then altcoins, of course, will get demolished more than Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down 84%, altcoins are going to go down like 96%. General Crypto says, how many coins do I hold right now? Just a little over 80,000. I mean, 10,000, 10,000. And I'm tempted to buy more, but I want lower prices. And I want to, like, if Carl is going to sell some of these NFTs on OpenSea to help support the the ecosystem, I want to have some money set aside for these. I don't know how much they're going to sell for. It's a market. There's no reserve price, so it'll be interesting to see how much the first one goes for, and then that'll set a floor price, and then the other ones. So yeah, they're very cool. I like this one. It's got a little fan right here, and then this one I think it's got a sword, which I think is the only one that has a weapon. So I think they're kind of growing on me. There's definitely a culture for the anime stuff. So how long have we been talking for? 48 minutes. That's pretty good. Yeah, Bitcoin. It's everything. All eyes are on Bitcoin. Let's see how far. I will be quite comfortable once we break this red line. And my dog's on my left shoulder. She's wagging her tail like she wants attention. Luna. Okay. I think that's about it, right? Any more questions? Okay. I think that's I'll wrap it up right there then. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll catch you guys later.